Welcome back to What's the Plot? This is a recap of The Visit, a 2015 American found footage horror movie. Spoilers ahead. Two siblings from Philadelphia, 15-year-old Becca and 14-year-old Tyler, prepare for a 5-day visit with their grandparents while their divorced mother, Loretta, goes on a cruise with her boyfriend. Loretta reveals that she has not spoken to her parents in 15 years after marrying her high school teacher, of whom her parents disapproved. Having never met their grandparents, the teens plan to record a documentary film about their visit using a camcorder. They arrive at the train station, say their goodbyes, and Loretta runs with the train as it leaves. As they arrive at their destination, they spot their grandparents up on the bridge holding up a welcome sign, and run over to them. They all get in the car and head to their house, and the kids look around the place. When they find their room, their granddad, Pop, walks in and tells them not to go in the basement as there is mold in there, and he doesn't want them to get sick. We then see Pop walking into the shed, and Tyler runs over to record him. Pop then walks out suspiciously, locks the door, and Tyler gets curious as to what's inside. As nighttime approaches, the kids are in their bedroom, and Pop walks in telling them that he hasn't seen Nana this happy in years, and lets them know that bedtime is at 9:30. At 10:23, Becca gets up because she can't sleep, and sneaks out of the room to get some of Nana's cookies. She looks downstairs, and sees Nana walking through the hallway in her gown throwing up everywhere. Tuesday morning comes, and Becca goes outside to tell Pop about Nana, but he tells her that she is fine, and she just had a little bit of a stomach flu last night. The kids then go underneath the house to play hide and seek, but as Becca goes to find Tyler, Nana comes crawling through chasing her, so she quickly crawls away screaming. Nana then starts chasing Tyler but he escapes, and then she comes slowly crawling behind Becca, laughing very creepily saying,
"I'm going to get you, Becca."
Becca escapes, and then Nana comes out laughing, and walks off inside. Later on, a man knocks on the door. Becca answers, and it is a doctor for Nana and Pop. She tells him that they went out for a walk, so he tells her to pass the message that he stopped by, as they were supposed to volunteer a few days ago. We then see Tyler sneaking around over to the shed, because he wants to know what's in there. He waits for Pop to leave, and then goes inside, only to find a nasty smell and a load of dirty diapers, so he runs out and leaps onto the floor all grossed out. Nana finds him, brings him indoors, and explains that Pop has incontinence. She says that he hides his accidents in the shed, and then burns them out in the field. Pop then takes the kids to Loretta's old school so that they can film some of their documentary, but he soon gets freaked out by someone he thinks keeps staring at him. He runs over to the man, throws him to the ground, and then gets up, apologizing to Tyler and Becca. Back at the house, nighttime arrives, and the kids are in their bedroom. They hear a noise so they get out of bed, and realize that someone is outside the door. Tyler opens the door, and Nana is stood there butt naked scratching the walls. Wednesday morning comes, and Becca goes to speak with Pop. He says that Nana has a diagnosed disorder. Becca asks why she was throwing up the other night, and he tells her that sometimes she gets it in her head that she ate something and it's inside her, trying to crawl out. He says that it's called sundowning, and that it's a type of dementia, triggered by nightfall. Nana then tells Becca that she accidentally spilled something on her laptop, and it damaged the camera. Loretta video calls to check up on them, and they tell her that Nana and Pop are really weird, but she brushes it off, and says that it is just down to old age. Becca walks into the kitchen to speak to Nana about Loretta, asking if she can talk for a minute in an interview, but Nana ignores her and asks her to get inside the oven to clean it, as she is too big and can't reach back there. Becca starts cleaning it, and Nana keeps telling her to get further inside, until she is all the way in. After she cleans it, Nana agrees to do the interview. During the interview, Becca asks Nana what happened on the day Loretta left, but she starts freaking out, shaking uncontrollably. We then see Tyler planting a hidden camera in the living room, but Becca takes it down. At 10:16 p.m., the kids hear Nana making noise outside of the room again. Tyler opens the door, and Nana comes flying past, running up and down the hallway. She then comes quickly crawling towards Tyler, so he runs back inside and locks the door. The next morning, Tyler comes over to Becca, suggesting that something is down in the basement, and that's why they don't want them to go down there. A lady called Stacy then shows up at the door, asking if their grandparents are around. Becca tells her that they just went out, and Stacy says that they were supposed to stop by on Saturday, but they never showed, so she thought she'd stop by and check in on them. Later on, Becca walks in the living room to find Nana on a rocking chair, laughing to herself in hysterics. She asks if she is okay, and Nana stops laughing, says that she has the deep darkies, and then wraps her headscarf around her face trying to suffocate herself. Becca makes her stop, and then Nana says that you have to laugh to keep the deep darkies in a cave. Becca runs outside to find Pop Pop, and when she does, he is sitting down holding a shotgun in his own mouth, but tells her that he was just cleaning it. Becca then tells Tyler that she is putting the camera out tonight, and they put it back up in the living room. The nighttime comes, and we see Nana in the living room, slamming doors and pacing around the room. She takes the camera, picks up a big knife, and starts walking up the stairs. She places the camera on the floor, and walks over to the kid's bedroom, trying to open it. She can't get in because it is locked, so she just bangs it instead. The next morning, the kids watch back the footage, and decide that they are going to leave tonight. Becca does a short interview with Pop Pop, and he says that he is feeling down because it is the end of their trip. We then see Becca looking out of the window, and Stacy is out there with Nana and Pop Pop, but she is acting strange and scared of them. A bit later on, Becca fixes her laptop camera, and Tyler realizes that he didn't see Stacy leave. Becca interviews Nana again, and when she asks her about Loretta, Nana starts repeatedly slapping herself in the head. The kids then pretend to play outside, while Nana and Pop Pop leave the house to go into the garden. Tyler and Becca quickly run indoors to Skype Loretta while they're out. Becca tells her mom that she needs to come and get them right now, because there is something wrong with Nana and Pop Pop. Tyler picks up the laptop to show her that they're in the garden. Loretta tells them both to listen to her very carefully, and then tells them that they are not their grandparents. She starts panicking and calls the police, but they don't answer the phone, and then Nana pops up at the window saying she'll be right in. Loretta tells them to leave immediately and find a neighbor, and says that she is on her way. Pop Pop then walks in, and says that they should all play a board game, as it's their last night together. Later on, Becca, Tyler, and Nana are all in the kitchen cleaning up, and Nana asks Becca to clean the oven again. Becca climbs inside like she did before, but when she gets all the way in, Nana slams the door shut. After a couple of seconds, she lets her out, and Pop Pop appears round the corner, saying let's make it a perfect family night. As Nana and Pop Pop go into the living room to set up the board game, Becca and Tyler go to escape through the back door, but they spot Stacy hanging from a tree. Pop Pop slams the door shut, and tells them to come and play. While they're playing, Becca says that her camera battery is running low, so she gets up and goes into the other room. Pop Pop then soils himself, and gets up to leave the room with embarrassment, and Nana starts acting crazy. Pop Pop comes back to take Nana to her room, as it is 9:30 and she turns crazy when it's late. We then see Becca down in the basement, looking for her real grandparents. She finds a bunch of photos of them thrown in the trash, along with some psychiatric hospital overalls, which obviously belong to the fake grandparents. She then finds a hammer with blood on it, and right after finds her real grandparents' bodies. Pop Pop turns up, and Becca starts screaming. He says that she is going to join them, and starts chasing her around the room. He drags her upstairs, and Tyler is on the floor, injured, holding his head. Pop Pop then puts Becca into Nana's bedroom, shuts the door, and locks it. She looks around in the darkness, and spots Nana in the corner. Nana crawls under the bed, and then starts giggling trying to grab Becca. Nana gets under the sheets, starts growling, and then smashes Becca's head against a mirror. Becca grabs a broken mirror shard, and starts stabbing Nana until she dies on top of her. She gets up and breaks the door lock, and escapes the room. Downstairs, Pop Pop takes off his diaper, and puts it on Tyler's face, but Becca comes running in and grabs Pop Pop from behind. He turns around and hits her to the floor, but Tyler comes charging at him and knocks him into the kitchen counter. He then opens the fridge, and repeatedly slams it on Pop Pop's head until he dies. We then hear sirens, and the kids run outside, relieved to see their mother. Please make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications so you never miss a recap. Thanks for watching.